All right, welcome everybody to Power 30. It's September 3rd. How did we get here? It is September. I cannot even believe it. I feel like we just started this new year and here we are in the last quarter. So, new month, right? New contest, exciting things, fresh start, clean slate. The first of the month was a Monday. I mean, come on, there's just breath of fresh air when that happens, right? So let's talk about the mindset reset going into the first of the month into a new month with a new contest, end of quarter, and something that we need to focus on, even though we were just celebrating Nicole and Jenny for their rank ups last month, right? Some of us may have not, go sit down, may have not hit their goals. But here's what I get to tell you that last month does not define this month. It doesn't matter what happened last month. It could have been a worst month of your business. And you get to decide today that that doesn't even matter. We came off of May, we hit Sapphire. I had 2 other Jewel rank ups. We went into June and we knew June was going to be funky because of convention and all this stuff. So the 3 of us Jewels had this joke that like June was a glitch. June was a glitch. Like it just glitched. We're not sure what happened. And we knew it was going to be funky. And that's just what it was. Right? Well, you can look at the last month if you didn't hit your goals and you didn't quite get to where you wanted to be, maybe you crushed it and you were just like, yes, or maybe you fell short and then they reset on Monday and your points were back to 0 and you were like, what the heck? Okay. It does not matter what happened last month. It does not matter what the obstacles were because they're guaranteed in every single month, right? Are you willing to show up this month, brand new, refreshed, ready to reset everything and push harder and faster than the people that are going to quit do? That's what this is about. Okay. We can't always control things that happen in our month, right? We can't control all the time who's going to drop off. We can't control what life event's going to explode in our face. We can't control, the weather. What we can control is our efforts, what we put into it. And the effort we put it in is what is the reward we're going to get. That's going to be the success that we see. Okay. That's what we can control. You can't control what happened. Last month's over, y'all. Okay. They're already calculating commissions. There ain't a darn thing you can do about what happened. Okay. Good, bad, or indifferent. So don't hold on to it. Don't sit on it. Don't mull over it. Okay. Refresh, reset, restart. It is only the 3rd. Got 27 more days. And you get to decide what it's going to be like. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you need to recheck your vision. Millie, can you come please get him? You need to come back and do your vision check. Why are you here? Okay. I have to do this often, you guys. And I feel like it gets worse. It got worse when I became a Jewel, right? Because it's a really great place to be. But I'm finding this even with people that some of my leaders are trying, we're trying to get new people started. They're like not quite silver yet. Maybe they're silver and they're just like, and I just said this yesterday to somebody. I'm like, I don't know how I need to get them moving. Like they say they want it, but like who doesn't want to go to Cancun? Everybody's gonna say yes, they want to go. But like what do I need to do? Like how, and I'm like, they don't have vision, you guys. They don't know why they're doing this. They don't know why they're doing this, okay? Nothing's giving them chills about this. They're just like, yeah, that would be great. I asked somebody the other day, we were talking, she was asking about my car. Do you like your car? I'm like, I love, 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 love my car. Did I say I love my car? And she's like, oh, what about the gas mileage? And I'm telling her, she's like, I just hate having, guys, and here's another thing, okay? This is how you bring Plexus up in conversations. The question was, do you love your car? We need a new one. I'm looking at them. We don't really like this car right now. Do you like yours? Love, 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 love. Did I say I love it? She says, what about gas mileage? I'm like, I was filling up like once a week when I was taking the kids to school every day, blah, 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 blah. She's like, I just hate the thought of a car payment. And I'm like, ooh, window. There it is. I'm like, girl, I hate car payments too. Thank Jesus Plexus gives me a stipend for my car because I hate car loans. There it is. Just slide it right on in there. Window, hello, open it up. Right. And she's like, I aspire to be where you are in Plexus. I just can't sell stuff. Y'all, she's takes the products. She is literally the online cheerleader. Okay. In every like mom group there is, in every needs group there is around here, she is in it. She's suggesting things. She's sharing stuff with people. I'm like, I tell them like, you are the online sharer. You do this already for people. Right. So she aspires to be where I'm at in Plexus, right? But I need to know why if I'm going to help her get there, right? Everybody does it. Everybody aspires. So we need to get, even for us, you and I, vision check. Why are you here? Why does this matter? What are you doing? Figure it out and break down the vision so you can get through those hard days, those days where it feels like mud. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about when you're just like, what is happening here? Have a vision, know where you're going. Why are you doing this? Why does it matter? And then a big thing I know, and I tell everybody, we have Danielle Villar is going for Emerald this month. And I'm literally like, you are vomiting your goals every day. And I do this when I go for a rank up, right? And it's something that we should really do all the time, but we don't because we just kind of like glance over regular goals. Rank ups are a really big deal and we glance, but like you should be vomiting what you're going for. Who are you helping? What are you doing? When you're going for a rank up, you are literally narrating on social media everything you're doing. I helped this person. This person had this win. This is how many orders we're at. Like we're on hyper speed with that and overload. You need to be anchoring your goals in every post, in every reach out, in every follow up. Okay. We've heard before that like when you're not very specific on your goals, like your brain can't solve for the right problem, right? So check, vision check. Why are you here? What do you want out of this month? And then whittle it down. I want to earn this many Leaders Retreat credits this month. Okay, figure out what you need to do. I need to sign up 5 people. I need to develop 1 silver. I need to have 3 people order for retention. Know exactly what you're going after. Okay. Okay, and this is the part, you guys. This is the part that everybody struggles with, and I'm gonna obviously keep it pretty real with you. The obstacles are gonna come. The second you set a goal, the obstacles are gonna come. Okay. Inconsistency is going to become an issue. Now you're afraid of what people are going to think of you. You're going to get rejected. Distractions are coming like tidal waves. Okay. Most people quit too soon and they don't give this enough time to break open. That's why a lot of people aren't successful. They quit too soon. They back off. Take your foot off the gas. Okay. We've talked about inconsistency for the last 3 weeks. Okay. So we're not going to go over that, but it's doing the hard things when no one's looking, when no one's clapping, when no one's cheering. It's doing those boring, monotonous things that nobody realizes that you do. Okay. Fear of rejection. Y'all, I really just want to know how the people at the mall, at the kiosks, that like want to sell you a flat iron, like what do they drink for breakfast? What do they eat for breakfast? Because people literally walk by and shut them down every second of every day. Okay. For every 50 no's, they might get a yes, right? We got to have the tough skin. Okay. 9 out of 10 people might tell you no, but guess what? You ain't here for the 9. You're not here for the 9. You're here for the 1. You're here for the one that's going to say yes. You're here for the one that's like, yes, I need this. Yes, I need to feel better. Yes, I need more income. That is who you're here for. Okay. To constantly keep reframing. I sent out a lot of messages on Monday. And you know what I haven't gotten? A lot of responses. And I just laugh about it. I'm like, well, I did my job. Like, send out the messages. Take the no's. Some of the people I sent messages to now commented on the post I put up last night about the GLP-1. I'm like, did you not see my last message? Like, obviously, I just had a wording issue, right? You're just take the no's, you guys. You're not here for them. You're not here for the no's. You're here for the one yes and the next yes. One of my girls sent me a message this morning, and she's got somebody that wants to start sharing and yada, yada. And she said, I just don't understand. Her girl asked her, I don't understand why you, oh, Mary's on here. I don't understand why you're better than this. And Mary was like, I message a lot of people and I hear no all the time. And I was like, yes, you do. Like, yes, you do. And I'm so glad that you said that, because that is the name of the game. Message the people and take the no's, right? The whole go for no thing. You're not here for the no's. Just take the no's and go. Take the no's and go. Keep going. You're here for the one. Distractions, okay? This looks different for everybody depending on what phase of life you're in, okay? Whether it's like really wanting free time and just to do your own thing all day long and you just keep putting it off. That's a distraction. Your kids, school, sports, Netflix, like TikTok. I don't know what it is for you. The distractions are going to be there, okay? And I find myself sometimes, and I know people on my team, right? You're just looking for that like perfect schedule and that perfect time, and it's going to be calm, and it's just going to be, and then momentum's going to build and everything's going to look pretty. And guys, it's like getting married or having babies. Okay. If you wait till you're ready, you ain't never going to do it. Okay. You ain't never going to do it if you wait till you're ready. So you're going to build this in the cracks. That's what you do. Okay. And it doesn't always look pretty. It's messy. Okay. But that messiness is what is going to give you the freedom, the flexibility that you want. Okay. Like I'm telling you, when people are telling, we talked about this last week, when people are like, oh, I'm just so busy right now. I'm like, are you ever not going to be busy? Because if you can figure that one out, please let me know. Like, let me know, because it's life. It's always something, right? Good or bad. It's always something. You're going to be busy. If you are alive and living life, you're going to be busy. It is what it is. So don't wait for the perfect time to start figuring this out. So what do we need to get through this month to get to your goals? Okay. One, you got to know what your goals are. You got to know. You got to write them down and you got to tell someone and you got to decide. And I am not the greatest goal setter. I'm not going to lie. I'm not. And I don't really know why I'm not. I probably should do some coaching on that. But you have to have some type of goal or you're never going to solve for them. Okay. So whether that's going to be a point goal, whether that's going to be a personal development goal, how many people, if it's going to be, because listen, let me just reiterate this. Ranks are not the only goals that are set. Okay. If you're like, I'm not really close to another rank up, that's not how we do this here. Okay. You figure out where do you want to end up in your points? Okay. That can be a goal. It doesn't have to be a rank. And then you figure out, how many people do I need to get there? How many people do I want to sign up this month? I want this many leaders retreat credits. Okay, I need 5 people this month with 150 PV. You have to whittle this down. You have to have personal goals, and then as a leader, make team goals, which are compiled of your team's personal goals. We got to have goals, okay? You're going to have to make mental notes of what the distractions are going to be this month. What could possibly distract you? Write them down. So you already know, okay, my kids are actually going to go to school. So that's going to alleviate one distraction. So it's like, okay, what's going to be the thing? Figure out what the distractions could be. What's going to come up? Look at your schedule. Figure that out, because you want to keep some type of routine or consistency around what you're doing. Okay. You need to have an action plan. Am I having events this month? Am I having online events, in-person events? How many people I'm going to do 3 reach outs, 3 follow-ups, and I'm post 3 different types of content every day. What does it look like? Okay. A lot of us use IPA sheets, especially if we're in like contest windows, because it gives us data that we can go back and see, like, what have you been doing? Right. I always say I hate IPA sheets because it always shows me what I'm not doing. Okay. It's supposed to be keeping track of what I'm doing, but it really shows me what I'm not doing and how many people I'm not messaging. So you have to have trackable data that you can see like how many people did I message? How many am I doing what I need? Here's the other thing. With this contest and any contest in Plexus, I want you to run like this. Okay? You're not looking at what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter who's icon, who's not icon, who's already swept the contest on day 4, it doesn't matter. Okay? Blinders on, head down. Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay? It does not matter how fast. You have to do you. You have to do your work. Okay? The speed in which you'll get there is based on what you do, not what somebody else does or didn't do, what you do. So if you want to get there faster, send more messages. Be more consistent. Show up when no one's clapping. Have a goal. Keep track. Let your brain solve for those problems. You know right now, in the back of your mind, did you show up last month like you would like to say you did? If Alita followed you around every day last month and saw what you did for your business, would you be proud of it? Or would you be like, okay, you can go now? And this is based on your goals, you guys. This isn't based on what your leader and your sponsor and your diamonds, like they expect of you. It's not based on that at all. This is based on your goals. You said, I want to do this. This is the business I want. This is what I want it to look like. Last month, you know, in the back of your mind, deep in your heart, did I show up the way I should have? I'll say no, I did not. And I could give you a list of excuses that are valid, but it's still an excuse. It's not that I'm wrong, but it's still an excuse. They're real reasons, still an excuse. So if you don't want to end September 30th or wake up October 1st feeling the same way that you did on August 31st or September 1st, guess who gets to change that? You. By a choice. By a decision. You totally get to choose if you are going to be full of fun and smiles and excitement and momentum and enjoy your job in September. You get to decide that right now. What is the pace? What is the energy I'm bringing? Am I going to show up when I feel like it, or am I going to show up every day? You get to decide right now, because last month doesn't matter. Good or bad. Good or bad. It doesn't matter. You get to decide right now. Am I going to dabble in this business? Am I going to build this business? What's it going to look like? Do uncomfortable things this month. Be bold. Have fun. Do it messy, but do it every day. Do it every day. And know why you're doing it. Why are you doing it? Why does this even matter? And ask your teams the same. I'm starting to ask mine. People that are like on the fence, I'm like, I can't figure out if you really want to do this or if you're just like, I don't know. I don't know. Can you just tell me? Right? I'm asking questions. What part of this looks appealing to you? I might think that it's all the free trips I post is appealing to Tasha. And Tasha might be like, I traveled so much as a kid. I hate it. I don't want to do that. It actually is the extra income, or it's the car stipend because I've never had a new car and I would love to have a new car. Like, if I don't ask her what is appealing out of all of this to you, then I'm pitching her the wrong vision. Find out what about this? Like the girl said, I aspire to be you in Plexus. Okay, what part? Because I'm just a hot mess. What part? The being home with my kids, the car stipend, the travel, the prizes. Like, what makes you tick? Because I want to speak her language when I'm talking to her. And I don't think we ask enough questions. We assume things. So, challenge you guys. Get in it this month. Stay in it this month. Stay in this. Stay focused. Know your why. Ask good questions and have an action plan every day. Did I do this? Did I not? If you're like, I don't have an IPA sheet, I don't want to, 333. Reach out to 3, follow up with 3, post 3 times a day. 333. Everybody can remember that. I want you to get excited. I want you to decide that you're going to have fun in September. You're going to work towards this contest. You're going to earn some money on the way. You're going to build your confidence, and you're going to help other people do the same thing. All right, you guys, let's go kick some butt on this Wednesday. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all.